live stream with the brand new HD camera. We're going to let it run for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I'm just going to ramble on about how I'm excited about the new camera, but I'm a little bit nervous that it may be too nice for the fucking machine I've got it plugged into. Yeah, the machine may not be able to handle 1080p PSI or whatever the fuck it is, 1080p and 15 megapixel data. It may not be able to handle this. I might have to adjust the settings, turn it down maybe to a lesser resolution. I don't know. Right now, what I just did is I just updated the paging file for this machine to 15 gigabytes, giving it a total of like 21 gigabytes of RAM to work with, and turned all the appearance settings on Windows to fucking nothing, so it looks like I'm rocking Windows 95 over. But I'm trying to do what I can to get this thing to work, because, well, as you can see there, it's flickering, it's flashing, it's having trouble handling it. That's of concern to me. So, we're about a minute and a half in. So far, we're doing better than we've done with any other test so far on this camera. So the 15 gigs is doing its job, presumably. I do need to do more research. There's got to be a way to dedicate fucking visual work, graphic work into that paging file. There's got to be a way to somehow using digital space, and it's just because it's just so taxing on the processor. Well, I am going to look and see if there's a way to upgrade this thing's graphics capabilities, this machine. We'll see. For now, we're going for phase 2 of the test, which is going to see how opening up the web browser affects the stream quality and the graphics capture quality of this camera. As we can see already, it's not enjoying the opening of the new page, or the new program. It's not totally hating. But it ain't loving it. It's not loving it. As you can see by the way my hand jacks back and forth there. All funny. Yeah, it's not loving it. But it's not hating it either. It's kind of in a love-hate situation. May require adjusting the camera quality properties again. I might have to turn the fucking autofocus and shit off again. Yeah. There we go. That should help. It's not trying to consistently refocus itself, but you can see the trouble that I'm having here, right? Little flickers, skipping frames. It's not dropping the frames in stream, it's dropping the frames in processing. That is a frustration. Let's go down to see how that works. How's that? That's moving a little bit better. It might just be the machine can't handle the 1080. And I'm thinking that must be what it is. So let's see if we can drop this one more time without losing our quality here. not terrible, but honestly, it's not any better than the higher setting. A little bit better resolution just before this one, so we're gonna go back to 1024. Yeah, because this isn't any less laggy or any more laggy than the 980 or whatever that was, and that was just too close. It was too up in our face, too in our business. And this isn't terrible, right? I'll kick you up just a little bit. You gotta look at my rippling fucking abs. Alright, there we go. This isn't bad. This is not... It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Y'all can still see the smoke to think on, so. And we're currently running this at 1024 and 570, I think it was, while running the web browser in the back. And it appears to me, at least in processing, to be doing okay. Which means now, I mean, I can't do much about the internet quality and the stream of the fucking server and everything. Sometimes we still lose frames. That's partly because we're in a garage streaming Wi-Fi, and that's also partly because the internet's not perfect yet. It's just getting there. So, let's jump over to the motherfucking news. Some smoking and fucking thinking, folks. Obama says that Trump is unfit to serve as... Shit. Almost left y'all hanging. Obama says that Trump is unfit to serve as the President of the United States of America. Yeah, he's right. He's right about that. Trump is not fit. I really, truly do wish that Obama would not be hugging Clinton and also say, but neither is this bitch. But he won't, because he probably doesn't want to be Arkansas-sided either. Trump steers clear of the cons. Look, man, the situation with the cons is some all-around bullshit. They grandstanded the fucking parents of a Muslim American soldier specifically to work as an emotional antithesis to the notion that Trump is a xenophobe. Now, I say the notion because later down the road there's going to be a video here about how Trump is not a racist or a xenophobe or any of the other bullshit that they're trying to call him on, but will also include all valid good reasons why he shouldn't be fucking president. But they grandstanded the cons out onto the fucking TV and in Vocative's little video magazine, specifically to tug at your heartstrings and your preconceived notion that Trump is a fucking xenophobe and that he hates all Muslims. Which is just not fucking true, but... Anyway, these people went on television, spent, 20 minutes or whatever bashing fucking Trump and saying what a piece of shit he was, basically. And then everyone's surprised that Trump didn't just go out there and shake his hand and be like, oh, I'm real sorry for your loss, sir. Now, granted, that would have been the fucking classy thing to do. It's what he should have done. I'm not saying that they're wrong that he should have done that. He should have. Trump should have been a bigger fucking man, and instead of letting the attacks that were spent during the DNC get to him and make him want to, quote, hit people, he should have just let it roll off his back and recognized that that means he's winning. People have to resort to ad hominem attacks. That means that your argument is more justifiable, either through logic or morality. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily true for him. Like, I don't agree with anything Trump says. I think that genuinely Trump is a bad choice for president. But I say every day on this fucking show, because it's in the fucking news, we gotta look at it realistically. We can't express why Trump shouldn't be president using hyperbolic language that relies on ad hominem attacks, calling him a racist or a xenophobe, or calling him a fucking misogynist, or saying that he hates gay people, or any of that other dumb shit. We need to steer clear of the social justice causes, because most of them are ill-founded. And let's focus on the real reasons why the man shouldn't be president, like how his Muslim ban, even from countries that are known to be compromised by jihadists, is non-enforceable. It's a non-enforceable fucking policy. It's a bad idea. The wall would cost so much fucking money that in 20 miles of building a 100-foot fucking wall, the goddamn project would bankrupt. There's a lot of good reasons why Trump shouldn't be president. But I refuse to stand by the doublethink and the newspeak of calling the man fucking racist and xenophobic and grandstanding this poor dead soldier's parents on fucking TV for 4 days, screeching about how fucking Donald Trump hates Muslims and oh, feel bad for us because our kid's dead. Well, don't get me wrong. Yes, feel bad for them because their kid's dead. Yes, recognize that, truthfully, most Muslims are not participating in jihad, and that's all good and fine. Most Christians aren't out there protesting gay weddings or the funerals of fucking homosexual soldiers. But a couple of them are, and we fucking admonish them. We say they're fucking pieces of shit. Fuck the Westboro Baptist Church, don't we? That's okay. We can say that. Why can't we say fuck jihadists? Right? That's okay to say. Fuck you, jihadi. You're wrong. Allah doesn't want you to fucking kill people. But none of that's fucking even brought up or talked about or relevant. Instead, it's just feel bad for us because our kid's dead and because we're Muslim, you should hate Donald Trump because he obviously doesn't have any sympathy for us because of our dead kid. It's a mind fuck. It's active psychological warfare being propagated against you. And most of y'all are eating this shit up, and that's why I'm here. That's why I'm spouting this shit. That's why the tagline above me says that liberty is nothing if not the right to tell people what they don't want to hear. Thanks, George Orwell. Eric Blair said that. He was fucking right. That's what it means. Liberty is the right to say things that piss people off and combat them literarily and intellectually. And if necessary, for self-defense, fisticuffs, but I'm usually nonviolent. Top Democratic National Committee officer resigns in wake of email breach. You guys mark the words here today. Half the fucking DNC is going to get hit for this situation. They're going to have to resign. Some of them may find themselves in legal trouble. But you know what's not going to happen? It's not going to affect the outcome of a Hillary election. Because they have the perfect Emmanuel Goldstein. They've got Donald J. motherfucking Trump. And that is all that's necessary. Donald Trump. Just be afraid of Donald Trump. If you're not afraid of Donald Trump, then you want the world to end. If you don't vote for Hillary, you want the world to end. It's a bunch of fucking shit. William Bratton, New York Police Commissioner, will step down next month. Yeah, because of the fucking fact that New York PD are beating and killing people, and it's abhorrent. And it's not just black folks. It's just poor people. That's the part they're not telling you. And yes, they are killing black kids in neighborhoods, but they're fucking killing people. They're beating people. Chicago got home and square, which just now finally got shut down and exposed because they were using it as a torture center for white and blacks and Chinese and Asian and Mexicans alike. Didn't fucking matter one bit, man. If you're marching, jaywalking in Chicago and the cops got a bad day, you might end up fucking home and square. I mean, that's the problem. We got militarized, violent police. So New York's police commissioner is going to have to step down because of it. That's fucking. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's good. Maybe that's bad. It's good. It's good. It seems like there's justice, but maybe it's bad because he might just be replaced with some other corrupt asshole who's just as bad or worse. The spread of Zika mosquito is difficult to eradicate, mostly because fucking mosquitoes are everywhere and they travel on people's bodies, in their cars and their airplanes. I mean, fucking hey, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes can get anywhere. You can find a mosquito literally anywhere on this planet. So be careful of that. You know, because they're carrying the old Zika down in Florida. Armed woman killed in shootout with police. 5-year-old injured. Baltimore County after an armed woman was killed by police in a shootout that left her 5-year-old son injured. Randallstown on Monday. Baltimore Department continuing investigation into the incident. I'm guessing this is one of the cops who got fucking killed, but or injured maybe, I don't know. Because that doesn't look like a lady. See what CBS Local has to say. Armed woman is killed in shootout. Left her 5-year-old grandstand. Police say responded to a home in the unit block of Sulky Court. I hate this autoplay shit. And what makes me the most mad about it is I can't get the autoplay to work on my fucking website. How do these motherfuckers got it going on? I'm gonna have to look at the source for this now that I'm thinking about it. Police they responded to the home of Sulky Court on Monday night, serving arrest warrants for 23-year-old Corin Shannon Galleries.
Good afternoon. What I'm going to do...
Alright. Pausing that because we don't want to get hit with the fucking copyright violation because some goddamn audio fucking robot listening to what we're saying and shit. The arrest warrant stemmed from a traffic stop. Okay, so this is not a Black Lives Matter shootout, folks, before everybody gets excited. But they didn't hesitate to put black cop on the fucking thumbnail. So we want to make sure that everybody initially thinks that. We don't want them to forget that there's a war between cops and black people right now. That's what they're presenting to us. I'm not saying that that's necessarily true, but I'm just saying that's the image. That's what they want us to remember. It's against poor black people and cops, not cops and the American people, because that doesn't create enough division. And division is key here. So. Lady didn't want to get arrested for a traffic stop. I guess badly enough that when they came to pick her up, she fucking started a shootout. That's just called being a dumbass. Democracy's own woes. Why can't British tackle WikiLeaks? Julian Assange. Any keen follower of the developments surrounding Operation WikiLeaks, founder Julian Assange, accused of rape in Sweden, hold up an Ecuadorian embassy in London for years now, will continue why Britain hasn't been able to, because he's in a fucking foreign nation that's giving him asylum. That's why. How is this fucking even... Why is this a confusion? Who doesn't get this? Who doesn't understand why this is the way it is? The man is in a fucking foreign embassy. The reason Britain can't tackle Julian Assange is because if they did so, it would mean declaring war on Ecuador, which, although a small country, would still be technically invading a sovereign land. And that's grounds for war. It could cause all sorts of diplomatic problems across the entire world. That's why. That's why Britain has just left him in there. And because the man's in a fucking prison. Believe it or not, can't leave the embassy. Embassy isn't huge. So it's not like he's getting out and fucking going to Mickey D's or Five Guys. He's pretty well imprisoned in that Ecuadorian fucking complex right now. So what do they give a shit? I mean, if he walks out, yeah, they got dudes right there ready to take him out and arrest him. But this is a news article. It's just surprising to me. Like, huh? Interesting. We're now getting suggested news here from all sorts of rare places here. Democracy owns woes, right? This is Ohana Web. I don't know what that is. And I just read this one. This is neat. Ex-Illuminati. Bill Cosby was framed to stop him buying NBC. Alleged ex-Illuminati member has reported to have said Bill Cosby became too much of a threat to the establishment. Interested in Illuminati. This is how the Google fucking big data works, guys. Okay? I haven't typed the word Illuminati in probably 15 years. It's probably been. I remember being about 15, learning about different aspects of conspiracy culture. I discovered the Illuminati. I Googled that shit. Or maybe I Yahoo'd it back then. I don't remember, but nonetheless. And then probably half or 6 months to a year later, I guess, I came to the conclusion that I didn't want to use that terminology because of its implications. To me, I would rather describe what we have today as a small group of oligarchical dynastic families that control the majority of the wealth in the world and have controlled the majority of the wealth in the world for several hundred years. And that's provable through history. That doesn't require any kind of conspiracy theory. It's just true. You've had a few pop-ups here and there, like the big ones that we have now, like the Rockefeller Foundations and the Chase Manhattans and those. But even those families started out with wealth when they came to the New World. I mean, Christ, the Rockefellers rigged the first fucking stock exchanges. I mean, this is provable, right? So I don't use the word Illuminati because the Illuminati includes is inclusive in the Satanist dark entity agenda kind of conspiracy stuff, and I steer clear of what we can't prove in physiology. So can I prove to you right now that there is in fact a Satan that is guiding a group of that is guiding this group of oligarchical fucking dynastic families? Can I prove that? Of course not. I cannot prove to you that Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton are having satanic fucking rituals. I can't prove that to you. Now, what I can prove to you is that they've got a fucking string of bodies behind them of mysterious deaths, and I know you've all read Snopes and disregarded that. Here's the thing. Snopes is not the arbiter of truth. Snopes is very selective about what it does and doesn't cover and which points it will try to counterpoint, because there's just some they can't. So, I'll give you, maybe the quote, Clinton kill list is not as long as people are saying it is. All it takes for me is one guy involved in the Clinton family who accidentally fucking shoots himself in the back of the head twice with a fucking couple of different guns. That shit to me, and that's the kind of shit that's out there on record. There are those kinds of deaths. That's called arkancide. To me, it just takes one to discredit them. But this is my point. These are overpowerful, overwealthy, dynastic fucking families who choose and practice giving their fucking wealth and power down to their children. And it's evidenced in history. The Illuminati was disbanded like 1777. It was made illegal. The Masons were furious that there was a group trying to infiltrate their secret society and to turn their members towards what was in their eyes a dark side. People don't realize that the Freemasons are very much a Christian group. I mean, not all of them, but they're, for the most part, a very Christian group. A belief in God is necessary. But they stem from mostly Christians at this time. There was a time before where it was more of a pagan ritual, but that's because you go back far enough in Masonry and you find Egyptian practices and rituals. But I digress. The Illuminati is not something that we can prove exists. Now, what you could do is you could make a correlative assumption that I would be interested in Illuminati stuff by recognizing through my cookies that I follow people like Alex Jones on Twitter or YouTube, or that I have spent time watching conspiracy videos on YouTube. And I say this a lot, and it's true. I'm a conspiracy researcher. I'm not a theorist. I don't come up with my own theories. I don't believe everything that they say. I don't think that all conspiracies have even an inkling of truth, but they are interesting to me. I'm intrigued by the conspiracy theory, and so I research them. When I come across a new one, I read about it. I watch documentaries that people make about it and say, okay, this is a crazy person who's drawing lines way off in the distance to try and make connection. There's crazy and then there's conspiracy. The only way to know what is to investigate all of it. So I'm just a researcher. I research the conspiracy stuff. Google recognizes that and says, this motherfucker must want to know about how Bill Cosby was framed by the Illuminati for buying NBC. I don't think Bill Cosby was framed. I get this sneaking suspicion that Bill Cosby was a date rapist who used to fuck kids. That's what I get the suspect feeling of. I just wanted to go on tirade. It's interesting to me that the Google, so to speak, seems to know my interests better than me. Let's see here. Corey Ludowski had something to say. Kaiser Khan sends a dangerous message to Americans about free speech. That's probably true. I don't know. I haven't watched all of the Kaiser Khan shit. I've watched enough of it to just shake my head and go, this is obviously a distraction to keep people focused on an emotional subject and hating Donald Trump so that they will not read articles about how more and more fucking top Democratic national officials resign in the wake of top email breach. Okay? Yeah, okay. That's what this is to keep you from noticing. Love Hillary because otherwise you love Trump. It's a fucking mind fuck, guys. Keep your eyes peeled for the mind fuck. World news. Rescuers say toxic gas dropped on Syrian town where Russian helicopter was shot down. Jesus Christ, folks. Syrian rescue service operating in rebel-held territory said Tuesday that a helicopter dropped containers of toxic gas overnight on a town close to where a Russian military helicopter had been shot down hours earlier. Fuck me. Syrian conflict. Saragab attacked with chlorine gas. Jesus Christ, dudes. My niggas, the motherfucking Russians are not fucking around. That is all I can say. Wow. Give it a few days, it will come out. This was some kind of official deal. Jesus. Good for the Syrian kids, man. Wow, this is insane. Yeah, of course, the Kremlin denies it. I mean, what the fuck else are they gonna do? Come out and be like, well, yeah, of course, they shot down their... You know what I mean? Like, here's Putin. That I can do. He's like, well, of course. They shot down their helicopter. So, the only plausible, intelligent response is to drop chlorinated gas on their children. Fuckers. I mean, that's what it's like. That's what it's like. That's what he's saying. They're not going to say that. They're not going to come out and say that. But it will come out some way. Somehow we'll discover that this was, in fact, fucking Russians. In retaliation for shooting down the helicopter. Or worse, it was a helicopter that was intending to fly over the place or a different place with chlorinated gas, and in the being shot down, fucking somehow, affected this town or something. I don't know. No, they say a different helicopter. Yeah. Okay, well, according to this, that's fucking crazy, guys. Funeral held for slain French priest Jacques Hamal in ruin. Well, 2 Islamic radicals last week in a Catholic church. It's not a thing, folks. It's not in the Western world. It's nothing we need to be concerned about. Obama, Libya airstrikes critical to U.S. security. Christ, and people right now think that fucking Hillary Clinton isn't going to continue the fucking conflict in Libya, Iran, Syria, Afghanistan. Jesus, folks. It is only going to get worse in this current climate. Tropical storm Earl. Folks, I just want you to know, when the tropical storms start being called Earl, the folks over at the weather station are having a real hard time coming up with clever shit. Okay? Tropical storm Earl forms in Caribbean. Hurricane watches issued. Earl. I'm just saying. Earl. That's the name of the tropical storm. Alright, exonerated death row inmate leads call for federal probe in Orleans DA office. Excellent. Poor fucking bastard. 14 years of his life on death row for murder that he probably didn't commit. Yeah, wrongfully committed. Jesus Christ. California water conservation returns to local leadership. Californians conserved less water in June, the first month after statewide mandates were eased and controlled. Over drought restrictions return to local water agencies, officials say. Yeah, you know why they can serve less water now? Because, for the love of fuck, the stringencies were ridiculous. Rents were raising over the water prices. Watch. Trump supporters loudly boo Air Force mother who criticized his Con family comments at Mike Pence rally. Jesus. Bummed I missed that. That probably would have been close by. Jesus Christ almighty, folks. Here's the problem that Trump has. These kind of fucking people. Now, I don't know what the lady said about Trump, but his cult of personality is based on an American inner desire to have no fucking filter. And through Trump, just as he said, is the inner voice of America that just wants to say the inappropriate, arrogant, egotistical shit. And an arrogant, egotistical buttfucker might say something negative or boo the mother of a Air Force person, whether their person is still alive or not, it doesn't really say, but I digress. I'm just... I spent a lot of time criticizing the liberal media for making Trump into a demon because he's really just a turd. See, my problem with all of this is not people being against Trump. I think you should be against Trump. Trump is a terrible presidential candidate. But I want you to be against him for logical reasons that make sense and not hyperbolic, emotional reasons that you are literally presented with so that you don't have to think logically, you can just react emotionally. This is not a coincidence. This whole situation is genuinely engineered. And you can see it when you start recognizing the I-beams. You fucking see the structure of the building, you know? I'm going with that analogy because it's Trump. He builds great buildings. Great structures, man. I build great structures. I can't stand this motherfucker. And his supporters are ignorant fucking tools most of the time. Or they're disparaged fucking citizens who just feel like he's the soft turd and Hillary's the diarrhea, and who doesn't want to fucking... That's an easy choice, right? If you gotta clean up one, you want to clean up the soft turd. Because a runny diarrhea requires a fucking shampooer, some of that spray that gets the stains out after the shampooer goes over it. Soft turd, you scoop that shit up with a handy nap, throw it in the fucking toilet and flush it like a genuine turd. A couple spritzes of the rug doctor with a fucking towel. You're good as gold. You're just basically sanitizing the area. You might have to get a new fucking rug if there's runny diarrhea on your floor. Maybe I'm the only one with dogs. I'm just saying. Trump supporters are either ignorant dipshits or they're people who recognize a soft turd versus diarrhea situation. Okay? And I don't know about you guys, but I recognize the soft turd and diarrhea situation, and instead of choosing between one or the other, I choose to stay the fuck home. That is my genuine plan. I'm gonna stay the fuck home. Everybody will be like, well, if you don't vote, then you can't bitch. No, I'm sorry. I'm with George Carlin. You chose a master. You chose the runny turd or the soft turd. I said stay home. You know, it would be a really great protest, a significant means by which one could make a real show about how they feel about this fucked up situation. Do you want to know what you could do? You could make it so that Hillary has to win by more votes than people actually voted. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's say 10 people show up to actually vote. 50-50 vote. Okay? 5 vote for Hillary, 5 vote for Trump. Now, when Hillary wins by 8, okay, it'll be real fucking obvious that she stole the election, that it was rigged, that there was somewhere involved fraud. Right? So, non-participation Non-compliance in this particular situation could expose obvious evident fraud. Therefore, allowing us to actually fucking solve the situation instead of saying, yeah, no, we know that Hillary fucking rigged the primaries, but Trump, guys, Trump. We don't have time to bicker over Hillary or Bernie. It's Trump. It's fucking Trump. Oh my God, Trump. Oh my God, Trump. He's a soft turd, folks. That's all. Hillary, definitely runny diarrhea. And I'm talking runny. Okay? I'm talking Hershey fucking squirts on the floor. Runny fucking diarrhea. Runny diarrhea. You know? Like if you were able to make it to the bathroom in time and you'd been holding it for a moment, you would call it explosive diarrhea. That's Hillary Clinton. Okay? Donald Trump, soft turd. Yeah. Bernie Sanders was like rabbit poop. You can pick that up and throw it at each other. It's kind of funny. You know what I mean? It's like no big deal. It's just a little bit of rabbit turds. No big deal. Not even fucking gross, really. Kind of cute. You're like, oh, look at the little rabbit. He eats pellets and leaves pellets. It's cute. Right? Bernie Sanders. Anyway, we're going to move out of the election again for a minute and go back to 5 killed and survivors lose limb in California bus crash. Wow. I should have ended on the Trump there, huh? That's pretty fucking terrible. This, my friends, is why I do my best to, Jesus Christ, to stay the fuck out of buses, that's for sure. Holy shit. All right, now we'll just do the quick one. Election Trump's touts tax cuts and massive spending plans. Now, here's the thing. This is a fucking bias word. Needs to be removed. Give us a number. $8.2 billion, $500 billion spending plan. Right? Let us decide if it's massive or if it's acceptable. That's us to decide. Okay? That's what you should say. Now, second of all, isn't it interesting here? Nothing here about the Democratic plans for taxes. Nothing about the Democratic, and none of that. Absolutely none of it. The only thing you're getting from the fucking left, from the Democrats, is fuck Trump, he's scary. Fuck Trump, he's scary. It's just interesting. And how is this an election story? The bromance continues. Leo DiCaprio scared the shit out of pal Jonah Hill on Monday when he spotted his Wolf of Wall Street co-star out and about in NYC. The whole thing was captured on camera. Not cool, man. How the fuck is this an election story? Google. Your aggregate's fucking me up, dude. Your aggregate is fucking me up. America's electronic voting machines are scarily easy targets. Thanks, Wired. Thank you, Wired, pointing out why we should just not show up, because they will still win that election. NPR's got it. Why it's not far-fetched as you think. Hacking an election. Washington Post, hacking the election. Folks, it's doable. Okay? Johnson not planning to join Trump in Green Bay. Yeah, well, let's be fair. Who gives an actual fuck? Trump doesn't. Look at him. He's just like, fuck it. Trump's answer to people detracting to people in the GOP being like, no, we don't like Trump is, that's Trump. Right? There's nothing in election news on Hillary Clinton. Nothing in the election news on Hillary Clinton's fucking emails. It's two articles about Trump, one about fucking Leonardo DiCaprio pranking Jonah Hill, and then the other about the fucking voting machines being totally rigged. Business consumer spending in the U.S. rose to 0.4% for the second month in June. Consumer purchase climbed a bit more than anticipated than in June, exceeding the gain incomes. Well, that's because it's summertime and we're out and about. People are fucking like, fuck it, it's hot, I'm buying a pool. Fucking going to the lake. Athena Incorporated facing more than $300 million in lawsuit for Affordable Care Act plans this year. Ooh, shit. May exit Obamacare markets in some states. Challenges. Yeah, that's because they should have just allowed us to stop blowing up the third world and using that money to fucking feed, clothe, and keep everybody healthy and house. Key more is to stay in Wilmington. 1,000 jobs kept in Delaware. Good for you, Delaware. SodaStream sparkling water makeover pays off. SodaStream, now marketed as a maker of sparkling water instead of soda, said Tuesday that its profits more than doubled in the second quarter. So they had a shitty watered-down soda they were slinging. Nobody was buying it. So they watered it down more, called it a sparkling water, and people are eating it up. God damn, we're stupid, folks. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. How to use Instagram stories. If your social media life wasn't confusing enough, Instagram has essentially stolen stories from Snapchat. Now you can put your photos in little timelines all over the place. Oh my god, what a fucking overwhelming sense of work. Folks, I'm trying my fucking hardest to create exposure and to find some kind of audience for this show. Yeah, and I'm already overwhelmed. Posting to Facebook in different groups and posting to Twitter at different fucking hashtags in every goddamn motherfucking direction. I'm genuinely overwhelmed by the amount of work involved in social media to produce. Now, granted, that's because I'm just one dude, and maybe if I had some team, effort involved, that would be fine, but I don't. I'm just one guy doing this by myself, doing what I do. But now I read fucking Instagram has more shit that we gotta fucking do. I gotta now organize this shit into stories. Fuck, dude, I've been putting off the Instagram business. Now I'm seeing it's trying to compete with Snapchat. I'm wondering about Snapchat. Do I use Snapchat? Maybe that's the way to let people know about live episodes. That's not a bad idea. I might do that. That's a good idea, actually. That's a very good idea. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I guess we'll be adding Snapchat to the list of fucking social network shit. Folks, it's just over fucking whelming, and that's all I want to say about that. Technology is beautiful. I mean, look, folks, at this fucking camera. All the lights are fucking basically off in this room. I got one light over here, and I got some light coming in from the garage windows over here, and this is the brightest I've ever fucking seen this news stream. Which way do I gotta go? I gotta go left. I gotta scooch a little to the left, folks. Alright. Now see the TV graphic? That's gonna change with this new camera. I'm just illustrating how cool technology is, okay? With the new camera, we're gonna get a new graphic around us because see, the way the TV is set up here, it's literally set to excuse me. My hand is shown off screen here. In fact, let me show you. Let me show you what we're working with. I forgot I can do this. Look at all that fucking room, guys. Woo! Shit! Right? The window used to come right here. This is where we used to be working with on the old camera. This is all we could get. This area right here. Look at that wideness. Look at that width. Holy shit, man. On the old camera, you could never get all of this thing. Never. I had to move the camera 6 feet back. This thing is exactly where the old camera used to sit. And I'm loving this. Okay? Let me tell you, folks. We're gonna kick the TV back on because processing that image showing back to us is too much for it right now. But check this out. I think I can do this while still streaming. I think. Yeah, I think so. Let's check it out. All right. Bam, 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 bam. Are you guys seeing this? We can zoom in to where you can almost tell the fucking color in my eyes. It was a little bit lighter, you probably could. Now, as you can see, the processing on it is taxed like a motherfucker. That's because my computer is not the greatest computer in the world. But I mean, check this out. Bam, we're back to normal. I can't go left or right or up or down yet. Check this out. This is gonna fuck it up too. This shit'll follow my face. right? Again, taxes it like a motherfucker, because the machine is not strong enough to handle these kind of things. But isn't that fucking cool? Technology is fucking cool, folks. It's super fucking cool. No, I don't want to save any changes. I just want to get the fuck out of here. But it's also a little overwhelming. That's what I'm trying to come back to. Full story here is it's also overwhelming as fuck. Galaxy's Note 7 anoints USB-C as the king of ports. Fucking A, dude. About goddamn time. USB Type-C for technology enthusiasts, you know, this is where it's at. You just plug the fucking thing in. Doesn't make any difference. There's no up or down. There's no, yeah, it's excellent. Okay. Apple's new emojis show women working and men getting pampered. Oh, man. This is so newspeak, folks. This, where's my view image? That's all I want. Open image in new tab. Yeah, there we go. This is newspeak. Here we go. Here's the women out being active, and here's the men just being at home with the kids. And whatever. If that's the life that you choose, if you choose to be out of the house, working in the fucking world, mom, and dad, you want to stay at home and hang with the kids, that's your choice. But please don't imply that that's somehow more superior to the alternative, in which dad's fucking out working his ass off and mom stays home with the kids. And let's be honest, the real controllers of the world don't want either of those things to be true. What they want is the school and the state raising your fucking children. They want a robot taking care of your fucking house. They want you pouring every ounce of your energy into some fucking shitty slave job to pay for all of it. That's what they really want. That's the key to destroying the archetypes of man and woman within our fucking culture. That's why they do it. Because it creates a homogenized mass whose only function is to work. And I ain't got nothing against day's labor. But I'll tell you what, I got a lot against slave labor. So let's see. The murky ethics of demanding Pokemon Go Android and iOS refunds. Yeah, when a company doesn't communicate with fans, they tend to go a little stir crazy. With 100 million players around the world wanting to hear from Niantic about recent controversial changes to Pokemon Go, things are heating up rather quickly. Yeah, they're not controversial. They're for people's own safety. Pokemon decided they were going to quit fucking allowing you to track other players because what was happening is motherfuckers were getting robbed and killed and stabbed and shit. So they got rid of some functionality that people were into. And Niantic, which is a company that is basically seeded by In-Q-Tel, which is a private intelligence arm of the CIA, the NSA, the FBI, local police officers, and foreign data agencies, has got nothing to say about it because they're only trying to cover their ass so they can keep their little augmented reality program absorbing big data from around the fucking world. That is what it is. It's about big data. That's what Pokemon Go is for. Jimmy Fallon to host 2017 Golden Globe Awards. I really, really wish Jimmy Fallon hadn't gotten popular. He was literally the worst on fucking Saturday Night Live. Him and Tina Fey's Weekend Update. They were the worst Weekend Updates ever. They were not funny. They were not poignant. They were not on fire. It was just goofy bullshit. Jimmy Fallon, he is the quintessential man-boy image. His function in society is to be like, look, if you act like a total fucking idiot all the time and just try to make people laugh, you can be successful. Well, Jimmy Fallon, grow up, dude. Jesus Christ, man. I don't think the guy's that funny. And I wish that he wasn't getting as much play as he is because it's there are so many better comedians, and there were so many better cast members on Saturday Night Live that could be hosting Tonight Show and things like that, and having good careers who we all forgot about. I mean, what the fuck is Tim Meadows doing these days, you know? I mean, I don't know. I haven't Googled him in a long time. I'm assuming probably podcasting. That's what most 90s comedians are doing these days. But still, Jimmy Fallon, he's a fucking hack, dude. A half-talented, I'm not saying he's got no talent, but a half-talented hack who, in my opinion, should not be nearly as fucking famous as he is. Jordan Rogers sounds off on estrangement from Aaron Rodgers. Family things are always tough to address. And it should say semicolon. And why the fuck do you why the fuck do you sycophantic freaks give a shit anyway? That's what it should say. Jared Leto remembers Heath Ledger as the Joker, one of the most beautiful performances in the history of cinema. That's absolutely true. Right on, Jared Leto. That's a fucking awesome thing to say because it's absolutely true. Anton Yelkin's parents announced wrongful death lawsuit against Fiat Chrysler. Apparently this person must have been a fucking famous actor or something. I don't know who this is or why this is in entertainment news. Here's your sports, folks. Go ahead and take a moment to read while I take a drink of my soda. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. All right, guys. If you need more, go ahead and pause. Rio's Olympics woes sour IOC on developing world as game site. This is such disgusting shit. When are we going to stop fucking pumping so many billions of dollars into a fucking over televised game show for hyper fucking athletes who literally push themselves to the brink of death in some of these things? For what? National pride? This is vicarious pride. When America wins and you feel fucking happy inside, let me promise you, you're not fucking winning and you've earned nothing. There's no merit involved. So clap for the winners, but remember, it has no reflection on you. Why the fuck do people care about this shit? It is so clearly engineered to fucking maintain a passive society who has pride in something that they are in no way, shape, or form responsible for. You didn't do anything to become an American or a German or a fucking Japanese person. All you did was get pushed out of the womb in a fucking particular place in the geographic world. There's no fucking pride necessary. And this shit shouldn't give you pride either. You should be disgusted by the amount of money spent and all the fucking destruction to the neighborhoods that they put these goddamn arenas in. The whole thing is a disgusting show of nothing but we're the best. We're the best. Well, we're not the fucking best. Science I do like, though. Solving a mystery of mammoth proportions, freshwater sealed. Dwindling freshwater sealed the demise of St. Paul woolly mammoths and could still pose a threat today. Interesting. Oh, be gone, bug. You guys missed it. I almost got him. Alright, so you gotta be careful of the dwindling fresh water because fucking could kill you not having any fresh water. Stands to reason. Records smashed a new State of the Climate report. Oh my goodness. That's okay. We're not going to go into ice ages today. No, asteroid Bennu won't destroy the Earth. Well, that's good news. I didn't know it could have. But righteous. Trump calls climate change hoax as Clinton vows to fight it. Jesus Christ. Doublethink and the Newspeak involved in all of this right here is amazing. All you need to do is pop on over here to Google and do. Check. Oh my god, yes it does. They altered the fucking source code. Jesus Christ. You can't turn variables in the source code into a constant and then say your fucking program works. Jesus Christ. Anyway, do some fair research on that. Don't just read a fucking debunked article and go, oh, well, the scientist told me so. It must not be true, because Jesus Christ, it would take 10 years to fucking fake all the emails involved. Generic drugs versus brand name. Johns Hopkins researchers' biology study looked at cheaper options. They're the same drugs made by the same companies, sold as different umbrella. Oh my god, dude, the whole pharma thing just makes me sick. Diabetes drug might not help advanced heart failure patients. How dental floss became a thing in the first place. Trampoline parks jump in popularity, so did injuries. Well, that stands to reason. People get too into their jumping. Anybody else do that as a kid? I sure as hell did, man. I played on that trampoline, and I would be jumping like a motherfucker. And the next thing you know, I'd be doing a backflip, fucking off the damn thing, bouncing off a chair I used to climb onto it, flattening myself out on the ground below, going, "What just happened?" Trampolines are dangerous, but I suggest you get your children and let them play it without the net. You know why? Darwin. That's why. Darwin didn't want little fucking Timmy to break his neck. Little Timmy be more fucking careful playing on the trampoline. That's some Smoke2ThinkOn, folks. The news was a bunch of shit today. Did nothing but agitate and frustrate. Which means now I gotta roll another joint. Go sit in a fucking pool and relax. It's 90 goddamn degrees out. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy the new HD camera. I'm pretty fucking impressed with it. And I'm gonna be doing graphics changes, tweaking and stuff. It's pretty fucking exciting. So next up's coming a good microphone, so I don't gotta wear this goddamn thing around my neck all the fucking time. That's your blunt talk. Like and subscribe and share with your friends if you've joined us midway through and liked what you seen, thought about, or didn't just want to argue with some asshole on the internet. I'm your man. I'll be your fucking Huckleberry, as Doc Holliday would say. Thanks for tuning in. You're not told enough you love you, so I will tell you now that I love you. Thank you.